Give me your 10 rapper voices.
Okay. Not in any specific order.
Okay.
So, are you gonna say like what it is? The top 10.
So we were having a I had a thought one day when I was listening to a song, and I was like, dang, I forgot how great his rap voice is. So I said, hey, let's do our top rapper voices, right? Who has the best rapper voice? So what we did was we wrote down our top 10 alone, sitting next to each other without looking at each other's papers. And she's gonna go first. Give me your 10.
Okay. In no specific order, my top 10 rapper voices. Not rappers, but their voices. Method Man,
Okay.
Jim Jones,
Okay.
The Baby,
Okay, that's a good one.
Andre 3000,
Okay.
Dom Kennedy,
Okay.
ASAP Ferg,
Okay.
Luda,
Okay.
and I've got a few other ones, but I'm trying to figure out who I want to put in that top 10.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
Maybe I'll do Old Dirty Bastard also. He's got that rugged, gritty sound.
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 12. I'm gonna give
Okay,
you
well,
my
I
top.
have some other ones
I'm
after.
So I'm gonna give you my top 10. Tell you which my first two out were, and then I'll listen to your other ones. Then I'll give my honorable mention. Number one, Young Jock. Not in order. I'm sorry. This is not in order. Young Jock, Gucci Man, Snoop, Takeoff, Dolph, Dr. Dre, Paul Wall, Rick Ross, Wiz Khalifa, Jim Jones, and Juvenile is like right there.
Oh yeah, Juvenile.
And then the one that's right there below Juvenile is Project Pat.
Yeah, yeah.
The theme of
Just noticed
mine.
I only gave 8.
We'll give it two more.
uh,
Plies has to be on your list because
Plies is on my
he's one of the
list.
first names you said when we
Yeah.
like actually talked about it before.
Plies is on my list, so I'll put him in there, and then Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke does have a good rap voice.
Yeah.
So what other ones do you have just hanging out?
I'm a West Coast girl, so I put Warren G, Dub C, and then I put like Nate Dogg ? Because although he's singing, he's like rapping singing.
Okay, I'll let it pass.
And then I put Big Boy also.
Okay.
So basically Outcast.
So my honorable mention were Quavo.
Oh, and Big Sean.
Boy.
I like his voice. Yeah.
So I put Quavo,
Yeah.
E40,
Oh yeah.
Too Short,
Okay.
Jay-Z when he's a featured artist,
Yeah. Yeah.
and DMX when he's a featured artist. And Jadakiss. I totally forgot about Jadakiss. I forgot about Jada. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I even forgot about Jadakiss.
And the thing about like the Jay-Z and the DMX thing, I like DMX, the rapper, but sometimes it's just too much for me. I don't always want that.
Yeah.
And Jay's voice is whatever, but when he's featured, you're like, oh shit, it's Jay.
He's got a little bit more swagger.
Exactly.
When he's featured because he only has that one verse, so he's trying to like get it all in there.
So two that I struggled with was Future and Thug. And I just couldn't do it because part of what makes their voice so great is the enhancements.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're talking about just voices, like.
Right. And that's why I was struggling trying to find mine because it's like, okay, you got to take away the actual, like the creativity of it. Like take that away, take the music away, and just focus on the voice itself. So it was really hard for me because I'm more of a lyrical person.
So kind of talk me through what makes a voice good for you.
I like something that's catchy.
Okay, what catches you?
So what catches me is like something very like smooth, like OG kind of, smooth gangsta. Or I like the raspy. Like I like the deep and raspy too.
Okay, so you like my cigar voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think mine's pretty consistent with, for the most part, I like deep voices.
Mhm.
Pause. Um, I think Wiz was the one. Just like, where did this come from?
Yeah, he's high pitched.
Yeah, but he's just so cool. Like
Yeah.
like Wiz is always cool. He always chilling.
Well, that's what I like. I like the smooth person, like the smooth guy.
And then he be doing that laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in short, dog, I just like the way he say words. Cause
It's that West Coast swing in it.
well, the Too Short, and maybe it's because some of the time he spent in Atlanta, but
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
done a lot.
also like an Oakland thing. Oakland accents are like have a country twang to it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, homie?
Yeah.
And it was really weird the first time I paid attention to an Oakland accent. I'm like, bro, you country as hell. What is this? Then no, it's Oakland, and you can hear the difference because they still don't have deep voices like we do in the South. They don't sound like them people out of LA either, homie. I hate the way people in LA talk. I'm sorry. Some of the worst voices ever. Will you please find the bass in your voice? But Young Jock is underrated. He has probably the best rapper voice that doesn't rap anymore. When he started doing that low talking voice,
Yeah.
like in Juice Box, I
Mhm.
make a juice box with.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I put him in my top 10, but yeah, he's
Yeah, you talk about people like Exhibit, X to the Z.
he do got a really good raspy voice, so if we go in there, we could do Nocturnal.
There's a reason why he sleeps during the day.
So annoying.
I mean, I'm just saying. You got some more bad rappers?
Huh? What?
Say what now?
What'd you say?
Nothing. It was funny. Parlay Pete and I were having a conversation about the way our music preferences are so southern, and so Atlanta based because we were fortunate to be in the mecca of hip hop as it became the mecca of hip hop, and we didn't have to listen to any of y'all's nonsense. Even like the good music, you pick up on it as you get older. But like growing up, I didn't care about a lot of other artists, and I didn't have to care about these other artists because why? Like why? Why? Like why would I listen to that? It ain't getting played at no parties. It ain't getting played on the radio. Like how did you build your diverse music listening ear?
Oh, the radio. The radio is where I first heard Lauren Hill. That's the first time that I heard Snoop. I've heard everybody on the radio. We have a lot of diversity, but also then
But you go deep into the catalog.
I really do. I don't know how, honestly, like it just over time, like, at Target back in the day, they used to have when the new albums came out, they used to have the headphones that you were able to like listen to the music.
Yep.
When my mom was in there doing her shopping, I would go back there. I would either be back there listening to music and just scrolling through albums or like CDs, or I'd be over there playing Nintendo 64. But
And you know the dope thing about Target, because Target, they sold the uncut albums. Walmart
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't even have a Walmart at that time.
But I think here's the weird thing about being outside of like a music center when it comes to radio. When you live in a city where there's a bunch of music that's hot coming out of that city, that's all you're gonna hear.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you hear Hey Ma every now and then, but there's just some other Southern cult classics that are on repeat that you're hearing all the time. I'm sure you weren't listening to DJ Unk on the radio like I was.
Like you or no?
You get Walk It Out every 2 hours on the radio, but it's not just in rotation. Like, about time for Walk It Out to come on,
Mhm.
And
A lot of LimeWire. A lot of LimeWire.
yeah, I mean, and that's when I really started to listen to a lot more music because I had the direct access to it without having to spend my mom's money. It's
Yeah.
just getting on LimeWire and just downloading, typing in a name and just picking songs, or typing in an album, getting that, like having that track list and being like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And the worst would be like, hey, this is Robert. God damn it, man. This wasn't what I was looking for. Or it would be like,
I did not have sexual relationships.
that's the one. Or you would get like random porn audio.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I'm like, damn, I wasted 10 minutes of my time downloading this and it's not even what I want. I'd be so pissed. I would spend hours on LimeWire. I just like music. I just really like music. I've always, like, back in the day, that's all I used to do is be out with my Walkman and just like on my bike or rollerblades or whatever it was and just be out.
I used to like music. Then I developed other interests, and I'm like, yeah, man, this music thing is taking up too much of my time. It takes an hour to get through an album.
You don't have to listen to a whole album. I rarely ever listen to a whole album
So I'm odd.
anymore.
I mean, I like to listen to music like by album. If I'm actually playing music to listen to music, I'm usually playing an album cover to
Mhm.
cover. I don't.
Nah, I'll give a song like 30 seconds. And if I don't like it, then I'll switch it. And sometimes I end up being wrong. And later down the road, I'm like, oh man, I've been skipping this song. But for the most part, I'm usually right.
I'm terrible at building playlists
Hmm.
because I really don't like to listen to music that way. I feel like the album is put together the way it is for a
Yeah.
reason,
Yeah.
and that's how I like to consume the art and the way the artist presents it to us.
Right. But that's why there's singles on the album.
Yeah, and I usually skip them. I don't care about those single. The single's just there to like it's song 5, so you got to listen to the other songs before you can skip through. I mean, now obviously we can pick a song and we can stream it,
Yeah.
but if you think about song placement, when was the single the intro?
Yeah, no.
You probably drop a single at like 2 or 3, then drop another one around 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's usually spread out.
And then you'll close with one of your other singles towards the end of the album. Um, it's always funny to see though when you have songs that become singles on accident, and you're like, it's funny. You can be going through iTunes now, and it won't have the star next to it. You go, but that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because it shows the disconnect between what the decision makers think will work versus what the people will actually said that works.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had remixes still.
Man.
Real remixes because it was a hot single and it's like, oh man, we got to put so and so on there, right?
And put everybody on there.
Right. Instead of making the remix, I mean, these remixes be out the day after the original come out. And go, we didn't pick this.
Mm-hmm.
What if but that was a time where you couldn't just email somebody a song and let them hear it,
Right.
People had to hear it. And it's like, hey, let me hop on a remix.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's the mother remix.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I finally got you talking, man. Let's